What's up, guys? I guess this is episode 4 of the bug build. End of my third weekend of working on this, and I've been going like non-stop, as far as non-stop whenever I can. I guess I work full job, and then come work on this at night. So like almost midnight, and then go to sleep and do it again. So, yeah. First weekend, I got the body off the pan. I'll probably put pictures up of what I did. I got the body off the pan, and then I finished welding some stuff like the 2 bars that go on the bottom for the pan, and the rear adjuster. I welded those all and got those all set and right where they needed to be. And I was actually really proud of these bars because of, if you look, so they go back there, and they fall along, and go down there, and there's one on that side, too, that goes all the way over. And they follow the body line pretty good, so I'm actually really happy with that, because that was my first time bending pipe with those 2 bars, and the front's a little bit, down a little bit, not as great, but hey, it works. They're both in the right spot. They both got where they need to be, so I'm okay with that. So that was the first weekend. I got the first week I got the shell off the pan, fixed the pan up, got all that, put the shell back on the pan on Sunday, cleaned out a bunch of the wires and all the other junk that was inside the shell, and got that pretty much ready to go. Then that whole week I started working on the roll cage. Started with the main hoop. I'll put pictures of those up. I started with the main hoop. Then I did this halo bar next, I think. I did this guy, and then this A-pillar. Then I did the other A-pillar. And then I think that Friday I set this crossbar and then this crossbar that Friday night. So, yeah. And then that weekend I worked on those 2 bars right there. So that guy that goes down and back. And then this guy over here, the C-pillar bars that go across and back and down. And those go out to the engine bay. I worked on those 2, and then I lifted the whole body up and welded the tops of everything and got these gussets and stuff figured out. So there's gusset there. I don't know if you can see it very well on that side. And then I got 2 plate gussets right here. Right there. That one and that one. So I got that all figured out. Then this week, this last week, I started doing seats. So I got my seat bars in, which is this guy, those 4. Got the seat figured out where I wanted to put them. Got those positions, put it one each, and I got those put in. So my seats are good. And I did a trick of welding the bolt to the tab. So when I put the seat on, I don't have to line up the bolts and the tabs. I just put the seat on, slide it on the bolts, and then I can tighten the nuts to it. That's the idea with those. And then this weekend, today's Sunday, so yesterday I started working on other stuff. I was working on trying to get the rear trailing arms together and on so I can figure out where my shock position is going to go. I got to do that sometime this week too, is figure out my shocks, because right now rear shock, bottom, eyelets on the top. This is not 18 inches. This is, I think, 26. So I got to put a tab on the side of this, and I have an idea and plan for that. So I got to do that still. I did get my trailing arm. I don't know if you can see it very well. I got one trailing arm in. I got one torsion bar in and the spring plate in. It's not really tight or anything, but it's all there and in. So next thing I want to do is put the stub shaft on and put my hubs on and a wheel on, and then I know where my edge of my tire is going to sit, and then I know how to where to put the shock as far in, and then I could figure out where the top goes. I am dirty. Yeah, close enough. Then I can figure out where the shock goes, and then I have the tabs and all that for the top, and I gotta do one more bar that goes from the main hoop back to the C-pillar bar that's going to arch or do something, and then probably another one that goes up to put the shock in the right spot. I'm doing this off camera and you can't see any of it. And then today and yesterday I worked on these guys, which are the bars that go from my rear horns and they tie into the C-pillar back here and on this side. Still gotta finish welding that all the way around. Welding the bottoms and the tops of some of the stuff is very hard because my welder does not flex very easily, and getting up underneath and behind something is really hard. So I got those done today. I still need to do the door bars. Once those are done, then just the shock towers on the back, and then the door bars, and then the whole middle part of the cage, the back, is done. I still have to figure out where to terminate my down tubes for the C-pillars and how to build a whole cage underneath the motor for the skid plate and all that. That's gonna be later. But as far as that goes, we're that far. And then I just finished, this is what I was working on just now, this bar that goes from my A-pillar, and it will go down into tie into my torsion bar, my front torsion bars. I'm blanking on stuff right now. So yeah, this bar was not easy either, and it's not perfectly in the right spot. Ideally I wanted this to be like over just a little bit more, so I can go apart from here straight down to that one. But now my steering shaft's kind of in the way to do that, so I am not sure what to do. I guess I could have shortened this side up a little bit and brought it in. Still working on this part. But then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll do a cross up in the middle here, and bada bing, bada boom, most of the front's done. Most of the front. After that, it's just figuring out, same thing, how to do the skid plate on the front and the bumper on the front. And then once those are done, I could do, really need to work on suspension. I need to figure out my bushings and my bearings or whatever I'm going to use. Because I got the bushings, the red urethane bushings, and getting the bearings out is really not easy, so I'm not sure how to do that yet. I got one out. I got the top one out of one and tried putting it in, and I still couldn't get, there's another bearing and another bushing further back. I couldn't get the bushing. I got the bearing out, I think. Anyway, and the couple of videos I've seen online are not good as far as how they do this, how do you do that. And the tool I bought, which was actually in one of the videos, only works for the top one. It's too small to expand to get to the bottom one, so I don't know. So yeah, as far as what I have to do still, I need to figure out my hook and rod system for the front, my bump stops for the front. I need to figure that out still. Hey, at least I got seats in, and yeah, after figuring that out and figuring out the rear suspension out, that's pretty much it for chassis goes, and a couple bars in the front. After that, it's pretty much it for chassis, and then I can start going on some of the other stuff like mounting the oil cooler, figuring out where to put my fuel cell, my battery. I need to get the motor out of the other bug still. So there's a whole list of stuff I need to do there, and we are almost at the end of January now. So yeah, the further we get, the closer we get to the date I want this done, the more likely I'm going to start taking days off of work to finish working on this. So yeah, alright, I think that's about it for now. This place is a mess, and I've been trying to clean out my storage and get everything out of there here, which has been an adventure as well. I've been trying to do that at the same time I've been trying to do this, And then not only do that, I'm trying to make room in the house here for all the stuff from storage, and that's been a whole nother thing. So I've been trying to do like 3 projects at once almost. Not really 3, but like... And I got storage pretty much cleaned out now, so... Now I think I can focus only on this and not have to worry about so much other stuff. Oh, man. And my monster wall is slowly growing. We've gotten a few cans up there now. And so far the best one, I think, is the mango, that one. Mango Loco, that's the best one I think so far, followed by the original one. Chaotic's pretty okay. The Kiwi Strawberry, it's okay. Orange Dreamsicle is okay. And then there's another mango, what's that? Ultra Fiesta Mango. That one's kind of yeah too, so. So far, Mango Loco is the best, I think. To be fair, I've gotten more work done on the bug in the last 2.5 weeks than I have done in the last 2.5 years. So, there is a bright side. I've gotten a lot more work done on the bug, which I'm very, very happy for. I have more parts on the way. I've gotten a bunch of parts, and we're slowly getting there. Once I get this chassis done, then it starts to get in the real nitty-gritty stuff. And I'm not sure how to do some of that stuff, so. Like running the throttle cable, running the fuel lines, stuff like that I can figure out. It's the OEM stuff, like the stub axles, getting those in. I need to order CV joints still. A lot of that stuff's kind of what I need to still figure out. Wiring, I'm not too worried about. That stuff I'm pretty proficient at and should be able to do that pretty easy. It's really just getting like these rear shocks lined up right, getting the suspension done right. And I've gotten with a lot of force, 1 torsion bar in, so on the rear. There's a lot of hammering on that one. And then I finally got the end cap on, and so now we're getting there. We're getting there, and I'm starting to see the light a little bit, and I've made a lot of progress. I'm very happy with how I've gotten so far. So if you guys want to help support my channel and this beast, oh yeah, I painted it red, sorta, because the white paint on this is so bad. You touch it and like your hand turns white. So I painted it red so I don't get white all over me, and it looks pretty good. I mean, that's last. So if you guys want to help support the channel in this project of epicness that I'm slowly getting there. Yeah, we're getting there. We've gotten progress. But check out shopgearhead.co. Use my coupon code SPRIGS, get 10% off, and help me get to the race. And more races. And yeah, this should be fun. So help me out. Shopgearhead.co. Coupon code SPRIGS. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.